Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's January 16th, 2025, and I'm sitting here with Mark, ready to dive into something absolutely mind-blowing.
Oh, you know it, Jenny. Today is a day for the history books, folks. We're talking about NASA's Perseverance rover and its latest achievement on Mars.
Right, so for anyone who's been living under a, Martian rock, Perseverance finally did it. It collected its first rock sample from the surface of Mars.
And let me tell you, this is huge. We've been talking about this mission for years, and to see it actually happening, it's just, wow.
Okay, so, big picture, why is this such a big deal? It's just a rock, right?
Haha, just a rock, she says. Jenny, this isn't your average pebble. This rock could hold the secrets of Mars' past. We're talking about the possibility of ancient life, the planet's geological history. It's a time capsule, basically.
Okay, time capsule. I like that. So, how did they even get this time capsule?
That's where it gets really cool. Perseverance has this whole robotic arm setup, right? And it's got a special drill called the Sample is Processor, or SIP. Oh, how cool is that name, by the way?
Very cool. Very space-agey.
Totally. So this drill, it cores into the Martian rock and pulls out these little samples. Then, get this, it stores them in these super sterile tubes.
Sterile tubes? Why so sterile?
Because we don't want any Earth germs messing up the Martian samples. We gotta keep it pristine, for science.
Makes sense. So they're just chilling in these tubes on Mars now?
Yeah, and that's part of the whole sample return mission concept. They're stored safely, waiting for a future mission to come pick them up.
Wait, so you're telling me there's going to be another mission just to grab these tubes?
Exactly. It's like the most epic relay race ever. Perseverance is the first runner, passing the baton, or in this case, the sample tubes.
Okay, that's pretty epic. So these tubes get back to Earth, then what?
Then the real fun begins. Scientists will analyze them in labs, looking for all sorts of things. The composition of the rock, signs of ancient water, maybe even biosignatures.
Biosignatures? Hold up, are we talking about potential evidence of past life?
You got it. That's the Holy Grail, right? Imagine if we found proof that life once existed on Mars. It would change everything.
Okay, that's huge. But let's say they don't find life. Is it still worth it?
Absolutely. Even without biosignatures, these samples tell us so much about Martian geology. It's like reading the planet's diary.
The planet's diary. I love that. So it's like piecing together a giant puzzle of Mars history.
Precisely. And this first sample is just the beginning. Perseverance is going to collect a bunch more from different locations.
So it's exploring all over, looking for the best chapters of the diary?
Haha, exactly. You're getting it now. And to do all this, it's got some seriously advanced tech, like this thing called the tube transfer arm.
Okay, that sounds important. What's the tube transfer arm all about?
Oh man, this is the cool part. So basically what's happening is this arm is responsible for managing the sample tubes. It's like the ultimate organizer, keeping everything sealed and protected.
So kind of like a robotic librarian for Martian rocks?
Haha, yeah, you could say that. And it has to work in some crazy conditions, right? We're talking dust storms, extreme temperatures. It's not exactly a walk in the park.
I can imagine. It's amazing that it works at all, to be honest.
Right? It's a testament to some seriously brilliant engineering. And I was just reading about this. They've got these special actuators, these tiny motors. They give it super precise movements.
So it's not just brute force, it's also about finesse?
Exactly. It's like, when you're trying to pick up something really delicate and you have to be super careful? It's kind of like that, but on Mars.
Okay, that makes sense. So this whole mission, it's not just about grabbing rocks. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in space exploration.
Totally. And it's not just NASA, by the way. The European Space Agency is also involved in the sample return part. It's a real international effort.
That's amazing. It's like all of humanity coming together for this one goal.
Right? And the things we learn from this, it could help us with so much more than just Mars. Think about it. The technology they're developing, the materials they're using, it could have applications right here on Earth.
Okay, that's a good point. It's not just about space, it's about innovation in general.
Exactly. And you know what this reminds me of? That scene in The Martian where Matt Damon is growing potatoes.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Right? It just shows you how resourceful we can be when we're faced with these kinds of challenges. And Perseverance, it's like the real-life version of that, but with rocks instead of potatoes.
Haha, yeah. So, What's next for Perseverance? Is it just going to keep collecting samples?
Well, that's the main thing for now. But it's also doing all sorts of other science. Analyzing the atmosphere, taking pictures, you name it. It's a busy little rover.
And how long is it going to be up there?
They're hoping for at least another few years. It's already been on Mars for about 2 years, which is amazing, and it's still going strong. They just extended its mission to collect more samples.
That's incredible. It's like the Energizer Bunny of space exploration.
Ha, totally! And you know what blows my mind? We're controlling this thing from millions of miles away. The communication delay alone is just wild to think about.
Yeah, it's like a really long-distance relationship. So any final thoughts on this whole Mars rock saga?
Just that it's a really exciting time to be alive. We're witnessing history in the making, and who knows what we'll discover next.
I agree. And it makes you think, what else is out there waiting to be found? Thanks for breaking it all down for us, Mark. As always, you make even the most complex stuff sound fascinating.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. And thanks for keeping me grounded, Jenny. Until next time, everyone.
See you all next time, and keep looking up.